Okay, good day everyone. Now we will be having our electrolyte balance. Okay, so now what is your electrolytes? Your electrolytes, these are positive and negative charges, okay, that they are dissolved in your fluids for them to function. Okay, so the functions of your electrolyte is to regulate hydration, nerve signals, muscle contraction, heart rhythm, your BP and your pH balance. Okay, so ano yung mga electrolytes na pag-uusapan natin dito? Your sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and your phosphorus. Okay, so yun yung mga pag-uusapan natin na mga electrolytes nyo. Okay, so first na pag-uusapan natin is your sodium. Okay, your sodium is a positive electrical charge electrolyte. Okay? So it maintains the fluid balance and it also regulates your BP, kasama na rin yung proper nerve and muscle function. Okay? So may sakit ba tayo na pwedeng mangyari if mag-i-increase ang sodium sa katawan or magdi-decrease yung sodium sa katawan? Okay? Meron. If tataas yung sodium natin, we called it what? We called it hypernatremia. But before that, ano ba ang normal? Okay? Normal value ng sodium natin saan? Sa may serum natin. Okay? It's 135 to 145. Okay? 135 to 145. So, ibig sabihin, pag nag-increase, it's your hyper. Pag nag-decrease, it's your hyponatremia. Okay? So, first na pag-uusapan natin is your hypernatremia. Okay? Dito tayo. Hypernatremia. Okay, so ano yung mga risk factors natin for your hypernatremia? Okay, the modifiable risk factors, pag sinabi nating modifiables, these risk factors can be changed, di ba? Example, decrease water intake. Bakit? Okay, pag nag-decrease kasi ang water intake mo, parang nagkakaroon ng concentration, okay, yung sodium mo sa loob ng what? Ng blood vessel mo, okay? Increase water loss, okay? Increase water loss, mas marami yung nawawalang fluids. Okay, ano yung mga reason kung bakit? Okay, pwedeng mga medications such as your diuretics, your osmotic diuretics, your diarrhea, vomiting, fever, burns, and excessive sweating. Okay, so pwedeng mawala yung mga fluids. Okay, or pwedeng mawala yung fluid. Okay, sa katawan natin, okay? Medication induced, okay, such as your hypertonic saline. Ano ba yung sa hypertonic saline natin? It's your D5, okay, NSS, okay? D5 NSS. Pwede ring sodium bicarbonate, your lithium, and then we also have your endocrine causes, okay, your hyperaldosteronism. Pag sinabi natin hyperaldosteronism, okay, increase yung production ng aldosterone ninyo. And again, ano ba ang ginagawa ng aldosterone? Okay? It retains your what? It retains your sodium. Okay? It retains your sodium. Okay? So, we also have your non-modifiable risk factors. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating non-modifiable, ito yung mga hindi mo pwedeng baguhin. Like your age, di ba? Ang prone for fluid loss kasi it's your elderly and your infants. Bakit? Mas mataas yung fluid content ng katawan nila. Okay? Pag nagkaroon sila ng diarrhea, nagkaroon ng vomiting, yung mga mabilis lang mawala yung fluid sa kanila. So, prone ba sila for hypernatremia? Yes. Okay? We also have your neurological condition. Okay? So, now, your modifiable risk factors and non-modifiable risk factors now, pag na-trigger yung mga risk factors natin, nagkakaroon ng loss of free waters. Okay? So, nagkakaroon na ng loss of water. So, mag-i-increase yung extracellular osmolality. Okay? Mag-i-increase yung extracellular osmolality. Okay? Extracellular osmolality. Ano nangyayari doon? Nagkakaroon ng water shift. Okay? So, from intracellular, lumalabas yung fluid mo to what? Lumalabas yung fluid mo from what? From intracellular to extracellular. So, lumalabas yung fluid. Itong fluid mo, pumupunta dito, mas dumadami yung fluid mo dito sa may extracellular, wherein yung fluid natin dito kumukonte. Okay? So nagkakaroon ng cellular dehydration. Okay? So nagkakaroon ng cellular dehydration. Anong nangyayari? Pwede bang mag-shrink yung cell? Yes, pwedeng mag-shrink yung cell because of cellular dehydration. Okay? So dahil isa sa mga function ng sodium natin is what? For proper nerve, okay, function, usually ang tawag ito, ang natatamaan is your brain. Okay? Aside from your brain is your muscle. Okay? Your brain and muscle. So pag sa brain kasi nagkakaroon ng brain shrinkage. Okay? Pag muscle naman nagkakaroon ng weakness. Okay? Nagkakaroon ng weakness. Okay? So now, focus lang tayo sa brain natin. Okay? Nagkaroon ng brain shrinkage now. Okay, so ano ang mangyayari? Ano yung mga pwedeng manifestation ng hypernatremia na pwede mong makita sa pasyente mo? Okay? Kakaroon dyan ng lethargy. Okay? Irritability, seizure, and decrease in LOC or your decreased level of consciousness. Okay? So pag hindi na-treat ka agad to, it could lead to your what? It could lead to your coma. Okay? It could lead to your coma. Ito yung nangyayari kapag masyadong maraming sodium saan? Okay, maraming sodium saan? Sa may katawan natin, sa may blood natin. Okay, so that is your hypernatremia. Now, pupunta naman tayo saan? Kapag mababa masyado yung sodium natin. Ang tawag naman natin doon is hyponatremia. Okay, so ano yung mga risk factors natin? Okay, pagdating sa modifiable risk factors natin, we have medications such as your thiazide diuretics, your SSRI. SSRI, ginagamit to as depressant, okay? Antidepressant, okay? Your antipsychotic medication and your desmopressin, okay? Your desmopressin is a synthetic ADH, okay? Pag sinabi nating ADH, antidiuretic hormone, okay? So ano pa? Excess water intake. Masyado daw maraming iniinom, okay? Polydip siya. Excessive water drinking, okay? So nagkakaroon ng what? Rapid hypotonic fluid. And then ano pa? May mga sakit kasi na pwedeng mag-cause ng hyponatremia, such as your what? Your heart failure. Pag sinabi natin HF yan, that's your heart failure. We also have your liver cirrhosis, your kidney disease, and your increased ADH, okay? Increase ADH. Masyadong mataas yung what? Yung antidiuretic hormone, and we also have your adrenal insufficiency. Okay? Adrenal insufficiency. Okay? Now, meron din tayong non-modifiable risk factor such as your age. Okay? Prone again yung elderly natin at saka yung mga infants natin. Okay? Neurological conditions such as your stroke. Bakit? Kapag na-stroke kasi, nag-atrophy yung brain ninyo. Kasi nga hindi na siya nagagamit. Okay? So may mga hormones na hindi na masesecrete if ever. Okay? And then pagdating naman sa gender, we have female. Okay? Because of what? Because of estrogen and progesterone. Why? Okay? Because these hormones have effect on the brain. Okay? So, if nagkaroon ng exposure sa modifiable risk factor and non-modifiable risk factor, what will happen? Okay, the plasma osmolality falls. Okay, so nagkakaroon ng water movement into the cell. Okay, so ngayon, this is your cell, this is your extracellular, this is your intracellular. Ang nangyayari ngayon, yung fluid dito, pumapasok siya from extracellular to intracellular. Okay, so nagkakaroon tayo ngayon ng cell swelling. Sorry for the spelling, mali. Cell swelling. Okay, so yung cell mo nagseswell, lumalaki yung size, 'di ba? Lumalaki yung size, okay? So what will happen to your brain, okay? Dahil sa sobra-sobrang, okay, sobra-sobrang fluid sa loob intracellularly, pwedeng mag-cause yan ng cerebral edema. Okay, pwedeng mag-cause yan ng cerebral edema. And pag nagkaroon ng cerebral edema, pwede bang maipit yung utak mo? Kasi yung brain mo mismo, yung skull mo, hindi na mag-e-expand yan kasi naka-close na. 'Di ba? Naka-close na yung tawag dito, yung mga hatian nung sa may skull mo, 'di ba, nung bata ka. So, anong mangyayari? Okay, magkakaroon ng headache, mag-increase ang intracranial pressure, pwede magkaroon ng seizure. Okay? Pag hindi na-treat ka agad tong hyponatremia, it could lead to your what? Herniation. Okay? Brain herniation. Okay? So, parang nagkakaroon yung mga brain sa inyo ng outpouching. Okay? Outpouching. Okay? So, that is your hyponatremia. Okay?